What's one thing that I can do tonight or tomorrow with what I learned? What's a question I might ask myself or my family?
What am I going to do about like where am I now in
Mm.
regard to what I heard today? What am I doing or am I doing any of this? And really kind of having, I think, an honest reflection for yourself and your organization about where you are relative to what you heard and what do you want to do about it? Like, what's your kind of one step that you'll take as someone who's watching this or listening this as a takeaway from this? Um, and wherever kind of you are on the journey, because it is a journey, who's helping you, right? We all need help as we kind of foster through this. And do you, in your body, really feel like you have the right team to support you moving forward to kind of get where you want to go as you start to really think about your succession plan, whether it's 15 years away or 15 months away?
Mm.
Um, where are you on that? And also, I think the biggest thing is to understand it, it's a transition, and it's a very emotional and psychological process. And it's just to be where you are in the process, especially if you are a founder. If you're a G2, G3 to G4 is really hard, as Chris said. Like, where are you just kind of emotionally in yourself in the process of thinking about all of this?
Mm. And the question I have here is, I have not had a meeting with my family to really get into what they want from all of this. And it's not something typically we discuss because we're not an overly communicative family. Where do we go from here? They're asking.
Um,
You want to feel that one or do you want me to?
my short and quippy answer is we would be a great group to bring in to help you facilitate that conversation because it will
Yeah,
make it, I think, easier to
it
navigate.
reminds me of a project we did recently where someone was really unsure if they should sell the business or keep it. I talked kind of shared it lightly with the family. One family member was working part-time in the business, the rest were not. And I said, well, if you want, we can interview your family members. And we can really get to their truth and what they want for you with you. And then we can have a meeting after. And then we can, because at least that way you can feel you navigated this the most appropriate way for you and your family because every family is different.
Mhm.
And so that was really helpful to them. And then we were actually able to work on some of the family doing dynamics that were, because there's a lot of history of where that lack of communication was coming from. And so we took an opportunity to do some deeper work to help open up that family so that they could share in a much more loving, caring way than they had in the past. So that's we don't talk. I don't have enough time here to get into the healing that some of this work really provides. It's quite the reason that we do it is
Mhm.
we're not just here to help point people in a direction. We're here to do the deeper work, as I mentioned, to help